Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. It is main event time on the Elimination Chamber 2021 pay-per-view. And it is the Raw Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. As Drew McIntyre defends against Kofi Kingston, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Randy Orton, and Jeff Hardy. I am more lost now than I ever was. Because now, what is WWE about to do? I don't know. Like, no story was built. Nothing really happened. The match wasn't really that exciting. Quite frankly, this is a very let down pay-per-view. This is a very let down match. Like, I mean, everybody did their thing, but a lot of things didn't make any sense. I don't understand what I saw in this match. Let's get into it. As I said the competitors already. Again, some trivia if you care. If you care. This is Drew McIntyre's second Elimination Chamber. This is AJ Styles' third Elimination Chamber. Kofi Kingston's fourth. Sheamus' fifth. Jeff Hardy's fourth. And Randy Orton's record-setting eighth time in the Elimination Chamber, making him the only man with the most Elimination Chamber appearances. Sadly enough, he's only won one in those 7 previous appearances. Do the math. Do the math. All right, so Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy started off first. When I knew Jeff Hardy was starting off first, I said to myself, okay, Jeff Hardy's going to get eliminated first. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. All right, the next person to come out was Drew McIntyre. Now Drew McIntyre was throwing Jeff Hardy all over the place. I'm like, damn, can we treat Jeff Hardy with more respect, please? Like guys, man, like come on, like the man's done a lot. Can we respect him, please? I'm saying, damn. All right, the next up, Kofi. Kofi comes out. Kofi looks at Randy Orton, and he starts swinging at Orton, right? The minute I think Orton goes for an RKO, right? I think he goes for an RKO, right? Kofi then reverses it into a pin. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton was the first man eliminated. Why? Out of everybody to get eliminated first, Randy Orton, who probably could have won this match, and as I said, makes some type of sense, gets eliminated first. No reason, no story. Alexa Bliss and The Fiend could have appeared. No. Nothing.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Not now. Not now. Not now. No, not now. Anyway. Nothing happened. And I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I just keep asking that question because I need an answer. Why did Randy Orton get eliminated first? Why could we not have seen The Fiend? So we could have set that up once Raw comes on tomorrow. And then we could move that up to Mania and do what we got to do. How rushed is WrestleMania about to be? You know, I'm too much on that. We got to move on. I got to move on. After he gets pinned, after Orton gets pinned, he hits an RKO on Jeff Hardy and Kofi Kingston and walks out annoyed. Then AJ Styles comes out next, but he can't get out his pod. So what Almas does is I think he gets some type of cutter, and then he cuts the Lexan plastic on the on the back end of the pod, and he rips it off. And the commentator's acting like, "Oh my God, Almas is so strong." I'm sitting there like, "Boy, that's plastic." It's plastic. How brolic you gotta be to carry that? What you mean? Oh, look at the strength. What you? All right, I'm moving on. I'm annoyed, bro. Damn, I'm annoyed. God, so AJ gets out on the other side, and then he enters through the front part of the chamber where the door is. And you see, they're doing what they gotta do. And again, yeah. So Sheamus gets out. So Sheamus comes out. He's the last person to come out, granted, because he won the gauntlet match on Raw. He's the last person to come out. And then he goes right after Drew, and then they start brawling and fighting and all that willy-nilly jazz. You feel me? So they're going crazy. So then Kofi and Sheamus are going at it. And then Kofi tries to battle back. Boom, gets hit with a bro kick. 1, 2, 3. Kofi Kingston is eliminated. So now we're down to 4. No, we're down to 4. We're down to 5. Wait, what? Hold on. We're down to 4. We're down to 4. My math was off. I apologize. My math was off. Jesus Christ. All right. So they're going crazy and everything like that. So Jeff Hardy is sparring with AJ. He like he about to go for the swanton bomb from the top rope. Then goes on top of the pile, like go for that. AJ Styles is rolling over. So then Jeff Hardy just does a whisper in the wind off the top to Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. So then Jeff Hardy drop kick, baseball slide, AJ's, then goes to the other side and hits the swanton bomb. He hits it. Boom. Hits it. Then Drew McIntyre out of nowhere. Boom. Claymore. Straight to Jeff Hardy. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy gets eliminated. I'm not surprised. Am I annoyed? Of course I'm annoyed. But I move on from it. I move on. So it's AJ, it's Drew, and it's Sheamus left. So then AJ tries to go for a 450. He just goes for a senton. Covers Drew. Drew kicks out. So then AJ goes for a 450 this time. 1, 2. Drew kicks out. Okay. So then Sheamus gets at AJ because he's like, you didn't get the job done, so I'm just going to eliminate you. So then after you're gone, I'm going to get the job done. So so Drew McIntyre comes out. So he gets on AJ. Then Drew McIntyre comes out of nowhere. Then him and Sheamus are brawling again. Sheamus hits the bro kick. Boom. He got Drew. He could have pinned him, but he didn't. Instead, AJ come out of nowhere. Boom. Phenomenal form. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus is eliminated. So the story that we could have made for Sheamus and Drew, those two being the last two, and they just duke it out right there. So instead of making that story, you just let Sheamus get eliminated before. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so it's just AJ and Drew left. So AJ sets up for the phenomenal forearm. Gets up. Drew gets up. Boom. Claymore to the face. Countered. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre retains the WWE Championship. Okay. All right. Again, a very underwhelming chamber, in my opinion. I don't think that chamber was crazy. Nothing was exciting. I wasn't excited. And sad to say, I just want to know what was going to happen. Drew McIntyre retains. The chamber goes up. Drew McIntyre is showing his title. Turns around. Boom. Gets hit with a spear from the almighty, the all-angry Bobby Lashley, who just decides to beat the living hell out of Drew McIntyre. Why? Well, if you watched it, and notice MVP and Miz were talking backstage. So when I saw that to myself, I said, okay, Miz is going to cash in right here. I didn't think he would cash in successfully. If you were one of those people that automatically thought he was going to cash in successfully, either you know the future, you know the lotto, or you're just a batshit crazy individual. Because I don't understand how you knew The Miz was going to cash in tonight. Nobody knew that. Nobody guessed that. Nobody wanted that. But you telling me you knew? And none of us did. We've all watched wrestling all our lives, and you tell... Okay. It's okay. I'll move on. So again, Lashley beating the hell out of McIntyre. All of a sudden, awesome. You just hear the Miz's theme. The Miz is running down the ring. The Miz is catching in Money in the Bank. Okay, cool. Picks up Drew, hits a short DDT. 1-2. Drew kicks out. Okay. So here I am. So at this point in time, I'm actually thinking I'm waiting for Drew to get at least a little bit of wind so he can just run up and hit the Claymore on Miz and then cover him and end it. That's all I'm waiting for. Because I'm waiting for a failed cash in here. I didn't think Miz was going to cash in here. Nobody's thinking that. I'm sitting there like, come on, Drew, just get that second win, hit that Claymore and call it a day. No. Instead, The Miz picks Drew up. Hits a very lackluster skull-crushing finale. Covers him 1, 2, 3. The Miz is the WWE champion for a second time in his career. Okay. First off, I didn't know what the hell they were doing with The Miz being Money in the Bank to begin with. Did I know he was going to cash it in? No. Did I expect it? Maybe. But at the same time, I can only give WWE this type of credit. I didn't see that coming. Not many people really saw that coming. So this is the second pay-per-view in a row that I didn't see coming. The Royal Rumble I didn't see coming. Now here I didn't see coming. Am I mad at that? I like the unpredictability. I just don't like the decisions that they made. I don't understand how you book somebody to have a briefcase and they look so less valued when they cash in that now it's like when they win the title, what the hell is it supposed to mean? Because be honest here, WWE was planning Bad Bunny and Damian Priest against The Miz and Morrison at WrestleMania. If that's still the plan, then how the hell are you going to get around this? You just made The Miz the world champion. How are you going to get around this? You mean to tell me The Miz is going to WrestleMania as WWE champion? Because if you're telling me he's going to lose this title before Mania, then what was the purpose of the cash-in? Granted, I get after WrestleMania, you got Money in the Bank. I get that. So that means he had to cash it before when's Money in the Bank? What, April? What, late April into May? I understand that. Okay. But if The Miz walking into WrestleMania as WWE champion is not the plan, then what the hell are we doing? What is this? I'm confused. And if he's walking into WrestleMania as WWE champion, who the hell is he facing? Who the hell is The Miz defending the title against? How are we going to determine the number one contender? Because it can't be Drew. It can't be now. Because that would make no sense. That's number one. Number two, I guess this was what your way to make Drew versus Sheamus without the title. So not only did you downplay the match itself. Now you downgraded it to like what the.